All right, everybody, welcome. How are you today? I hope everybody is doing well. Let's see where we go. This is a message for whoever needs to hear this. If you're drawn here by the title of the video, then there's definitely a message in here for you. In the extended, I'll pull cards for each zodiac sign just to give you a little bit of a deeper dive into this, some advice. Also pull some cards around timing in the extended. So let's see where we go. You are very welcome to be here. I'm so happy you're here. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. I am plugged in, so let's see where we go. I definitely feel plugged in. Something about being plugged in. All right, let's see where we go today. Keep shuffling, Mary Jo. Okay, all right. Will do. Okay, let's see what's wanting to come through. This is the Denise Lynn Sacred Traveler deck, Ascending the Mountain. It may feel like that right now. Keep going forward. Great adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. Okay. And tread thoughtfully. So this is new terrain for some of you. I'm going to say this. There's just a few, maybe there's just a few of you who might resonate with this message, but for those of you who have felt like everything has been very challenging recently and there's sort of nothing really moving, I'm going to say to you, you don't realize how much you've moved forward by being able to be patient with it. Being patient and allowing things to unfold naturally is what you're being guided to do right now. There's nothing to do. Being patient is the gift itself, and it's also part of the journey right now. Some of you have a very important task coming up, and it requires a divine feminine approach. So like no action, but just like being there, holding space, like just being present in the moment is the gift, or is the gift you're giving to other people. You don't need to, you don't need to jump in and take care of anybody or do anything or anything like that. It's just about shining your light, about being present. And so that can be very challenging when it's about not doing something. I think we're so acculturated in the Western world that action is rewarded, whereas being patient is kind of seen as, I think it's one of the most challenging things there is, especially if you feel like, if it makes you feel helpless. If that makes you feel helpless, I think that's what's trying to be balanced in you. Okay, so let's see where the reading takes us. Great adventure. All right, so Two of Wands. There's that. This is, usually I see this as holding back, especially when it's connected to this King of Wands, because King of Wands is action. But there's something about it that's celebrated. Okay, I feel like there's a person around you, Five of Swords, that is having a super challenging time, maybe somebody who's lashing out, or somebody who's being destructive or deceitful or negative or something like that. And it's not your job to really correct them. It's just your job to, I don't know, have a little compassion. This person doesn't know how to behave. Okay, and that is the movement that you need. It's like, the kings are very confident, okay, sitting on their throne. I know he looks like he's about to jump off and go do something, which I think that's probably true. But for this moment in time, you could be dealing with somebody who's terrified about their money. You could be dealing with someone who is lashing out about changes in their life, somebody who is very unaccustomed to overwhelming changes and not being able to do anything about them, right? This is maybe the first time they've in their life been able to or been challenged with something that requires inaction. And I feel like you're kind of a guide for this person. All right. And don't take anything that they do personally or anything that they say. Just don't take it personally. It's like, it's not about you. All right. It's not about you. King of Cups, Six of Swords. Okay. So this might have nothing to do with this. This might be, well, let's see. Four of Swords to healing cards showing up here. Oh, check that out. Queen of Wands. So this could be a divine masculine that you have in your life, or someone who is a partner and they're dealing with their own challenges in their life, and you are too, right? This Two of Swords, Four of Swords, holding space. Okay, not really doing anything. Archangel Michael is moving things around. There's the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups are about moving forward. So there is a reunion happening here. This is a partner who's walking away from possibly a very toxic person. Remember what I said, there's a person. So you could be just witnessing this, and you're dealing with a partner, a potential partner, a future partner, who is really having to sort through something that's going on in their life. They're really not paying attention to you. The King of Wands is looking that way, right? Paying attention to something else. If this is you, this is another part of your life. It's possible that you are dealing with somebody who is going through something really rough, and there's really nothing for you to do. I feel like this is what's being seen here, is the movement forward after some healing. It's about heart healing. This is about healing the heart chakra. Talk to me a little bit about that, okay? Because I see this Two of Swords is sort of like, you know, the information is inside you. That's kind of, it's like not an external action. None of this is external action, okay? So then we get the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups, which is about moving forward, but it's like a spiritual moving forward, okay? So Four of Swords. All right, so talk about not moving forward. This is the spiritual stay put, solid connection that you have. I feel like that's what some of you need to know, is that there's a really strong connection between the two of you. Justice, wow, Devil energy, and the Knight of Swords. So again, there's nothing to do. And I just feel like some of you are dealing with a person who's going to be coming into your life, who's walked away from a toxic situation. And this is a future partner. Okay, this is a person who's a love relationship coming in the future. Some of you are dealing with this toxic, or no, not toxic, this wounded masculinity as part of you. Wounded masculinity is like the erroneous decision to just jump in and fix something when the actual spiritual reason for the witnessing of an event or of a situation is to hold space, right? Not just jumping in and try to fix everybody or something like that. There's a certain amount of woundedness that's being healed here. That's what's happening with that King of Wands. They could be going through an ending of in their own life, an ending of a relationship, maybe with a parent, or with maybe like the parent is passing away, or there's some kind of divorce or some kind of cutting of ties or something like that. And it's like, stay balanced. This is what Archangel Michael is asking you to do. Stay balanced. Stay balanced. Just chill. There's nothing to do. As soon as this is finished, this person is headed your way. As soon as this is finished. So in terms of like a timing thing, when we talk about that, and the Queen of Wands is in my timing space. So there's something about the waiting. The waiting is the hardest part. Tom Petty, I'm hearing that. The waiting is the hardest part. And let me see. Where's my little... Okay, we'll do this. Anything that you can tell us about timing on this? January. That's pretty specific, okay? And it's not a long ways away. So who is it? One of my friends used to say to me, you know what? I can do anything as long as I know how long I have to do it for. And there's something about the universe giving you that hey, it's not going to be that long. I believe like the beginning of Aquarian season, which happens January 2021. That is when Pluto moves into Aquarius. And that's when this kind of Capricornian, old, maybe wounded masculine energy of trying to step in and fix something. It's like that comes apart at the seams. That's you can't fix this by doing. You can heal this by holding the space for it or shining your light, just anchoring yourself in that kind of loving energy. This is the lighthouse story. This is about be the lighthouse, not the storm, right? Be the lighthouse. The lighthouse doesn't go running up and down the beach. It doesn't. It stands still and shines the light. And then there are three kind of boats out there, right? We've talked about this before. The little tiny boats who have no navigation systems and they're like frantic and they're crashing on the rocks anyway. They're too close. They don't know how to work with a lighthouse. They just can't do it. So there's that little lighthouse. And I feel like some of you have partners, future partners, who are going away from people who are crashing on the rocks. Okay. The middle kind of boat, or the far out kind of boat. So that's the first one, is the little tiny boats that are too close that crash on the rocks. The second kind of boat is the big giant boats that are further out to sea that have the top-notch navigation systems and don't really need the lighthouse. The lighthouse is a nice to have. It's like, oh, feels comfort by having the lighthouse. But those are the people who really have already gone through that kind of awakening. They have their own guidance system. So they touch base every once in a while. It's sort of like, and I don't mean with you, I just mean with the lighthouse, right? Like in general, those have a symbiotic relationship with the lighthouse. And the lighthouse is, that can be a soulmate energy of, two people who are awakened and enlightened and everything. This, I feel like, is someone who is going through a spiritual awakening, who really needs that lighthouse to be solid and anchored and not running up and down the beach or inserting themselves or anything like that. Just standing still and shining the light very consistently, shining the light, shining the light. That's what's needed here. This person has a big task. I'm going to clarify that Five of Swords. I've been feeling for a while that there might be somebody who is, I don't know if this is a twin flame or a soulmate or whatever it is. It is a romantic connection. All right, why is the Five of Swords here? I think you could take this personally, that this person is not looking at you right now. Five of Swords, Hierophant, Two of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. I have a feeling that some of you have a future partner, maybe this is a twin flame, who is dealing with a 3D relationship that is over. It's over. The Wheel of the World card, it's over. And it's like, everything's over but the crying, right? Like there's nothing to do. And I have a feeling like their partner is really gasping, trying to hold on to them. But like energetically, this person is having an awakening and moving away from it. And so even if that person isn't doing anything, if they're standing still, they haven't gone, they haven't left, anything like that. But that person is having this frantic experience of crashing into the rocks. That person is somebody who's out of alignment now with that partner. Okay, that partner, your partner is that middle boat, that they're going through this transition, they're going through this spiritual awakening, and your job is just to kind of shine that light and know that this person is showing up. Archangel Michael bringing you two together. This is definitely a romantic partnership that is coming in for January. And this is a past life connection. The Six of Cups. The Six of Cups here. Moon. Emperor. Oh yeah. Ace of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So I think part of your challenge here may be that Two of Swords, Four of Swords. I can do anything as long as I know how long I have to do it. And I think that, it's possible that you're getting a sense of shifting going on right around the new moon in Sagittarius. Okay. And definitely by the time we get to Aries season, the Emperor and the Ace of Wands, this will be in full bloom, right? But the beginning of it is Aquarian time. I feel like this person's feelings this person's feelings. Two of Pentacles. They keep going back and back. King of Swords, back into, oh, Queen of Swords. Look at that. And the Four of Cups. So this person has a lot of compassion, but they are dealing with someone very toxic. And so they can't quite blast them. Do you know what I mean? Like they don't want to do that. So they keep kind of dipping in. And because the energetic frequency is the unhooking, this person, there's a lot of King and Queen of Swords is not really very loving. It's sort of like a logistics communication, right? And then there's this Four of Cups. So this person doesn't really, they're starting to know their feelings. They're starting to know, but they don't really want to say it out loud. There's something about saying it out loud. It's like, I can't dial it back when I do that. So for you, I just feel like this Four of Swords, there's healing going on. Like I said, standing still in the energy of Queen of Wands, which is just like this emanating this energetic frequency of healing. And anything for you in terms of to do, you know, like I said, to doing is not really the thing here. Ace of Cups, no. Three of Wands, Five of Wands, stay above the fray. Yep, Ten of Cups. So this is going to be a beautiful connection, and there's absolutely nothing for you to do. That may feel super duper frustrating. You might feel frustrated to that, just to like to wait for this Ace of Cups. Okay, they maybe seem like a little frustrating to you, but I feel like there's no percentage in getting involved in this, in the fray. There's nothing to do. And in fact, you might intuitively know that that is the right thing. Like, just don't get involved. Just don't step in. Just don't let them hash it out. Let this other situation run its course. And by January, as we get into Aquarius season, January 20th, when Pluto finally moves into Aquarius, it is going to be in Aquarius for much of next year and will wobble back out like September, October, November, early November. And then it's going to be back in Aquarius, you know, for the next 15 years or so. And that's going to be about healing. That's going to be about hope. That's going to be about reunion. That's going to be a very important time for twin flames, and also for energetic soulmates that have been trying to get together, possibly for a long, long time. I think you know who this person is. I think this person comes from earlier in your life. I kind of see you taking advantage of the next couple of months, December and January, to just really be in a place of self-love, to really be shining your light of illumination, right? This illuminating force that is the lighthouse, really shining that. And that's all you need to do. That is all you need to do to bring in abundance, to bring in love, to bring in every sitch, okay? That is a positive sitch. If you do start doing and start trying to get involved and everything like that, that's going to delay it. Okay. All right. Continue. If you want to continue on with this reading, there's a link below. I will pull cards for each zodiac sign in the extended, and we'll get some additional guidance from Archangel Michael as we go. All right. Link is below if you want to continue on. I'll see you over there. All right. I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.